You're live. Here we are in Aotearoa, New Zealand today. Come back from Te Araha. I found the love. As I am love, I am thy love. I just hope you all too. And yes. Unlocking the mysteries. Yes. Yes, so on one of my videos, I woke up from a dream at 1 a.m. in the morning. What I found in life, it's all about matching these things up. And the dream, when the Lord had a hold of my leg, my foot, around my ankle, so tight, like I wouldn't go nowhere. I was there to stay in the darkness. And I almost freaked out because I never got an answer. Who is this? But then when he touched my back, just came over me, just intense harmony, love, resistance, knowing your truth. And so I'll have our own living experience of, I haven't faced fear much. Meaning like, okay, here's a story. I'm sitting there peeling potatoes, minding my own business. And these two guys are arguing. And they're still peeling my potatoes, not even realising what's happening. More or less right in front of me, like 2 steps away. And they pull out a gun each and pointed at one another. I leap up, grab the 2 pistols, not out of their hands, still in their hands, and pulled them towards my head. The 2 pistols pointed towards my head, with 2 different men holding their trigger, ready to shoot, and said, if you want to end it, you might as well end it right here. And I just stopped the whole intense situation going any further. They were speechless, and this is the way I am. I have no fear. I was running through the bush one day. A red belly black snake come up with about 2 steps in front of me. Next 2 I would have been striked. Bang, I've stopped. I got a pump action in my hand. I look at him. He looks at me. I felt at ease. I wasn't going to shoot him. He wasn't going to strike me. I loaded my weapon. He slithered away. It's what I'm seeing in this world is, with all this negative stuff, people talking about gang stalkers. Come across this guy, and he had to be, wow, what is it? Bruce Richards or Richard Bruce, and he's talking about all these demons in his head and helicopters flying around and all this and that, and people have just jumped on in the bandwagon because I see heaps of views watching it and all. And I sent him a little, how I do my little comments and that, and sent him how to relieve this sort of tension if he wanted it to be on the right path and get through it and know the positive vibes that are out there. And Well, I didn't get any response, and he's still carrying on with it. And well, I went up the street the other day with my 2 children. I've got them from the holidays. I've been finding it a bit hard to do videos with them because one's ADD and the other one's autistic, and pretty much dives on me and jump around and everything like that. So I've just popped out here for a moment, and there was a helicopter flying around. You come across these things. You walk this path, this is what happened. But it's like how I was walking up that hill and that negative thought came in. Well, if you start realizing you can do self-meditation, hum it out, you know, if you can't chant it out, if you can't get it the other way, and don't let it control you. They have got no power if you don't give them the vibe. I threw out love. It was gone. The helicopter was gone. Okay? This is how I've found how so many things it's like every commotion's happening, but you can just walk in the room and just change the whole situation from your vibes and your energy and just portraying. Well, you know, you could just say you love to one person and everybody else will just it just catches, boom, boom, boom. Wow. Because the energy, okay, I come across things out of the blue. It's just like it is. Don't ask WHY. And it was 3 days before later, because I thought, gosh, this guy's freaking onto it. I'm going to stick with him, and you know, like different little channels and that. And then he's dead. I'm talking about Triple X. I can't say his other name properly, but people know him as Triple X. Now, okay, what really caught my eye with him, and I go, gosh, he's cracked it. He knows, because this is one of the things what I learned from Jesus. As I've told you, I've spent a day working with him, and in his story too, he said to people, heaven is on earth. Okay, so he wasn't going to be seen anywhere else but on this earth. It's just people didn't open their eyes, and well, he found me through telepathy, and told you on the story. Well, one thing he said to me, like on that journey, what I was doing, I had found I'm living in existence of this organism of life today. Well, he heard me saying that, and he comes back with sound, okay? So, because I know of he's the truth, I know when he says sound, but that day, when we're together, and he said, no, it's sound. I carried it on. I am living in existence of this organism. An organism is sound, not mechanism anymore, Bruce. Jesus told me a secret. The organism. Now, Triple X, how I said, like, wow, what he caught my eye. Now, there was a talk back. He was doing on YouTube a live show with somebody else, and what he was talking about was the notes. Okay, he had found the secret in the notes. High notes, low notes. High notes, heaven. Low notes, hell. Low. Now, the society, they have caught on to the low note. They are putting frequencies out on the low note to bring energies down. I could see this is how they're keeping people trapped from keeping the lower vibration, and then perceiving it into your minds on negative realities, and my little boy's running around. I thought I had him entertained for a moment, but that moment must have been over because he's a gift. Hi, brother. Cheers. Okay. I got somebody who can relate to me of okay, when I say the Lord grabbed my leg and then he touched my back and I felt at ease. Now, I've said about this on a video that there's this force what lives around my family because I've got some nephews too. My nephew Jar, he's been taken by it at the moment, but he's 30, so you know there's still time. Daniel Rhodes, my other nephew, he got shot by the police in Australia. Another one, Adam, and this other one, these are my nephews, Zayla. I've heard these stories from them, and it's like, yeah, I know how people don't want to talk about things because they will threaten them with not just destroying like what's close to them, maybe like their family and things like that. Well, these are the things what I've said before. I've lost a lot of life. I've lost my first two children, Zion, my first son, as in I haven't totally lost him, but just the connection what we had when he was young isn't the same, because I went away to Australia for over 10 years and then came back. Me and his mother, she wouldn't change. I tried after 7 years. We even tried a little bit of counselling. She was thinking of that, and all I was trying to say all the time, and I said it in front of the counsellor, I just want to find that she loves herself, more so than the bottle, you know, or something like that. I'm not trying to criticise her or anything like that. Or, you know, everybody's got things to learn in that, and a lot of these women what I have been with, they revert. Drugs control them, alcohol. They try and draw your energy out just from even arguments what just don't even need to exist, you know. So I'm taking you back to a time when he grabbed my leg, that fear, okay? I almost broke into fear. 2.5 seconds. If I, you know, like, you're in total darkness and that. And, but I found at ease with him touching my back. Now, the other time in my life when I felt the greatest fear, it was my living father. No, he's not alive now, but my birth father, Cecil Herbert Rhodes. I've come up with some strange names there, and that all puts a big picture to a puzzle. And I'm sitting at that table having my porridge. My father's Cecil's on the other side, and we're sitting there having our breakfast. My older brother, the oldest one in the family, Richard Rhodes, he's walking around the table going, oh, these cows are all mine and blah blah blah, and I want my money out of this, and I want you to sell that, and things like that. Then my father stuck up for me. Like, I'm not saying anything. Oh, Richard, you can think what you like, because I try to avoid arguments and tensions and that. And my father just said the words of, I know that Bruce has some of these cows, and that's all I heard. And then the next moment, boom, 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 I'm getting smashed in the head, punched in the head by my older brother Richard. Now, this is at the kitchen table, and then, okay, that's happened, but all I heard was my father's words saying, I know that Bruce owns some of these cows. And then I've come to, and back in my mind again, and knowing what's happening, because that's what I heard, and I didn't know how I've gone from my seat, from where I was sitting, to getting struck. Say 12 meters or so into the kitchen from the room. This is at Rakina Island, and I'm on top of my brother. My left hand is locked on his throat, and all I'm looking at is this man turning bright red, like the next second he's going to die. Now I've come back to inside my body, like I've come back because, so it had no repercussions of all the way there and me being locked onto his throat. And I'm looking at him, but that's where I expressed about this story beforehand. That is the greatest fear. What I felt was hearing my dad now screaming, Bruce, you're going to kill him, you're going to kill him. And that, what shocked me, and the next second, no, I wasn't going to hold on anymore. I totally let go. Why I'm expressing this, because when I woke up from that dream and he had hold of my leg, that's that same hit to go like, what? He was going to make you kill your brother. No, he wasn't. He gave me free will. He showed me how far this could go, Bruce, because how far this can go. Next second, I'm back there. I let go, fearing on what my father's words were. You're going to kill him, Bruce. And of respect for my father, I let go. My brother, okay, it's greed what eats him up. Where he is now, greed put him where he is now. He's in jail, doing 14 years. He doesn't even think of his family anymore and stuff like that. He joined up with the gangs. But it's just people go all down different roads, and I'm not catching your comment straight away there, but I said something about hell. But yeah, it's like he's living in hell. Oh, okay, I'll tell you a story about hell. Okay, I don't jump onto a bandwagon of something straight away, but I did finish that last story right. I hope so. You caught it, of like this force and like how he tests you, and like I had free will to what I was going to do next. Okay, so I didn't become the murderer. Okay, as in the story like Cain. Now I'll tell you the story about how I found out I was in hell. Because I know I'm not really in this world as in that box. Okay, I'll just explain like the box, because you guys are like, there's so many trapped in this box, or pyramid, either. Okay, I got told about this, and it's called the most ultimate experience. It's I'm not really sure what the makeup of it is. From Mexico. I don't know if it's from the cactus plant or some sort of plant over there. You smoke it. I bought it in a herb shop, and it was called the most ultimate experience. There's different levels, but the person who told me about it, just Bruce, you're best to just go for the most ultimate experience. About 6 months later, I ended up finding it. I had hold of it for about a week, because I just wanted to be in the right frame, and I wanted to have a number of people around me. There was enough in there for 2 cones, so I shared one with somebody else who was with me at the time. Now, that most ultimate experience, I'm coming back into hell through a mince grinder like this. My body's getting mince grinded back into hell, and all these colours are coming out. There's a stronger colour, but I'm not going to say that yet. And I'm getting mince grinded back into hell, and everybody's laughing at me, because there was a group of about 8 or so people in the room, and they're all cracking up laughing, and I could hear all their thoughts and everything. And they were going, Father, look at this guy. He must be nuts. He's just wanting to come back into hell. He's not for real. Like they were like amazed and all that. But because I live so blasé, I don't, even when I pick up their thoughts, or I come in a room and all, I can hear them all. I don't let it be aware, because I've discovered if I do, it just gets shut off like that, and so I can just keep cruising and this and that, and I find when I'm in the lion's mouth, I learn a lot like that. So yeah, you don't have to tell me about living in hell. So everybody's got a different frame, and yeah. So I got mince grinded back into hell. That was the ultimate experience. And that night, I found the answer to Jesus' question. What was 17 years later? What he earlier, what he asked me. Do you know what was thinking, holding that rock? And I've come back now. That's my heart, life, existence. It's everywhere. I've put that as my organism. And as he taught me about the sound, the vibration. So we're on the same page about, to be out there about living in hell. And yeah, okay, but you got to see what I've experienced. Heaven is on earth in a mental state of existence, and without no negative or self-judge or doubt or this and that. This world at the moment, I was living there when I was in Nimbin 17 years ago and didn't even know it. I expressed about a story of a butterfly coming out of my mouth. I got in tune with this community. They gave me an acre of land. I had to just pay $5 a week for there. It was just paradise. And well, I only had 3 walls on my building. I had snakes and lizards all around and this and that, and nothing bothered me. Nothing ever harmed me. I stayed in a cave for a little while. It was just harmistic there, but at times I found if I went to the township in Nimbin, some days were okay, and then some days, wow, it was freaking hell on earth, all right, boom, boom, boom. And that's when you pick up a lot of the thoughts. They judge you with the thoughts and all. And I found how to. Well, I got to the level I just didn't even bother about them. I mean, like, I wouldn't go out those certain days when I figured it out. And you won't find, not every day's hell, okay? You'll find a good day here and there. And then you'll work out these little pictures and all. But because we're getting to the state that it's like they're bringing down the vibration to that it just stays like that level all the time, Hey, and your free will go away. This YouTube won't exist anymore. We won't have no speech to be able to put things out there. I've tried to warn people about that. It's coming. A time when I discovered my son in that, like children are so innocent. They're not in hell. They're living in their own space, especially special kids and that, like autism and that, like, because their framework and their mind is a lot more different. That they don't have that negative persona. My son Zion, when I discovered the living angel, I was at Rakino. I built this playhouse on the edge of the cliff, like 150 feet above, with rocks cascading underneath. Like if you fell, you'd really be damaged up. My son got up there where we were still working down the bottom, but I was away from it, and I didn't realise that he'd got up to the top, and it didn't have no railing on the edge, and I see him, and he's just about to the edge, and then I went to panic, just I'm running like that, and then I just stopped, and just something came over me, and I didn't panic, and he didn't turn invisible on me. He didn't fall off the edge, but he didn't disappear. He turned into every colour you can think of in little bubbles. Okay? He was about 7 years old at the time. Another experience where I've noticed that before was the first time I ever smoked a joint at 13 years old. There were 4 of us in the bushes at the school, and one of the friends had the joint, and we smoked it and passed it around. And in that time of doing that, what I could see with my eyes here looking out, okay, once you understand this about how things work, you're seeing with your eyes here, you're not always seeing what's here. Okay, so my other 3 friends, they disappeared and just turned into little bubbles of colours. The 3 of them all turned into colours of bubbles floating around, but I could still hear them cracking up, laughing and all this and that. That's why I know that it must be. Okay, I've got one going here and there. My trick didn't work to try and entertain them for a moment, but I'll get back to you about this. I better check this out, and I really just wanted to put that story out of my fight, the thing with the time with my father and my brother, and that expressing how this force I found in that dream in the bush, and all those eyes watching me. And it's good that you brought up about how and that, because maybe that's why I'm here, and I could just carry down this other road and just forget it. Or Bruce, that wouldn't be a nice thing to do, It'd be like being selfish and horrible and mean, to carry something away and just not tell people, to try and help them. So we know, I know, I love you, brother. You're unbelievable. I've seen a few videos. You're good with cars and that, man. I've pulled out a car like that once before with the stretching out the dent. People think you're silly doing stuff like that, eh? But we think out of the box, and that's what it's all about, man. Keep it real. Love yous till then, and gosh, there's something what I found in this on my journey. What could help people is these Tibetans, these little.
Hack.
Say hello. Hug. Say hello.
Hack.
Hug. The first time he picked up a Bible, I've never heard him say the word. He said, yeah, they know things what are just, yeah.
Really?
Okay, I just had to throw that in because you've seen him. Okay, love you, bye.
Where's your dad?
Love you all.
Where's your dad?
Peace out. I better go and see what's happening.
Where's your dog?
Okay, what's he done?